everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Jewelry Canada. Today we are going to work on our winter themed holiday flower necklace, and we're going to start that in just a moment. Hi everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Jewelry Canada. Today we are going to be working on our holiday inspired flower necklace. You are going to need some line. Today I'm using the 8-pound weight spider wire. You can also use 6, you can use 10. I wouldn't go any lower than the 6-pound. So I'm using 8 today because that's what I got. Okay, you're going to need a measuring tape, just so I try and make most of my choker necklaces about 14 inches, and so I measure over and over and over again. You're going to need a clasp. Today I'm using a lobster claw, and I always check to make sure that it works because there's nothing worse than putting it on and discovering it doesn't work. You're going to need the necklace extender. Actually is optional. I always put one on because I sell what I make, and if someone wants it just a bit longer, then they have the ability to make it longer with the extender. You're going to need some jump rings. Not all these sizes, just 2 of some whatever size you've got. Today I'm using navy blue 10-aught seed beads, white 10-aught seed beads, and periwinkles 10-aught seed beads. You're going to need a beading needle. There you go. Mine is very well used. And then you're going to need scissors. You're going to need some pliers to do the jump rings and things. And I think that's it. We're ready to go. So when I do necklaces, I usually take 3 arm pulls, and across my chest to the other arm, I do 3 of those, okay? I know it's a very specific measurement, but I don't like having breaks in the middle of my necklace. If it happens, it happens, but I'd rather just have too much than too little. So I'm pulling that much. And now, this spider wire is a braided line, and so you really have to kind of pinch it between your fingers to smooth out the end. And then we're going to thread our needle. Well, we're going to try to thread our needle. Okay, here we go. I may have to do this off camera because I'm working around a camera, and it makes everything more challenging. Okay, I'll do this off camera and come back. That took me all of 30 seconds off camera, so isn't that funny? Okay, so here's the design we're doing. So we're doing like a daisy chain necklace because they are my favorite. So I'm going to start with blue, and we're going to do 8 beads of blue. 3. Now I have dropped my bead box more than once, so you'll see that my beads are all mixed up. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Now very carefully, I'm going to pull this down, and you see how I'm holding the string with my fingers? That's so I don't go off the edge, which happens. Okay, so there's my end. Can you see that? There we go. See my end right there? So now I'm just going to go back in Oh, I dropped the beads. I didn't drop them off, they just went down the thread. Okay, I'm going to go back in the first bead I strung. Okay. Pull that all away. And then for the centers, I'm going to do white. So we will just pick up a white bead. And then coming back here, we're going to go through this bead. Okay, so how did I pick that bead? And this is how I did it. So my working thread is coming out this bead, right? So let's say these are the two bottom beads, these are the two side, these are the two top, and these are the two other side. I want to go in between the two top beads, coming out the side. I hold my beads so that it doesn't get distorted. Oh, there we go. And we're working with a lot of thread right now, so see, when I pull it too, this is what you get. And you see how your thread is exiting out one of the top beads, okay? Now I'm holding my tail here. We need that tail, and we need it fairly long because we're going to use it at the end to make so if you would like more at the end, which I did, just move your beads up. Okay, so we're coming out of there. So what we're going to do is now we're going to do the periwinkle. We'll pick up 2 periwinkle. 1, 2. Well, I got 3. Let's just get 2. Okay, now we're going to go through those 2 top beads, but you see how my working thread is coming out there? We're going in the opposite side. See that? And we're going to pull all this thread through. All that thread through. Okay, till it's tight. Now you see how my working thread is coming out those 2 beads. I want to go through those top 2 beads we just added. And again, I hold my beads so that they don't distort. And bring all that thread through. Okay, this is what we've got. We're going to pick up 6 more of the periwinkle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's double check. We got 6. We got 6. So now my thread is exiting out this way, so I'm going to go in just 1 bead and come out the center. Do you see what I've done there? We're going to hold our beads while we pull all that thread through. And we're pulling it tight. Now we're going to pick up 1 white. And see, we're exiting out this bead. So we want to go through the top, one of the top 2 beads. Okay. Hold our beads while we pull all that thread through. And now this is what we've got. And we're exiting out of here. So now we're going to pick up 2 white beads. 1, 2. We're exiting out this bead. We want to go in this way through both beads. Okay, see what I've got there? We're going to pull that through, holding our beads, bring all that thread through. Take your time so you don't get knots. There we go. Okay, so now this is what we've got. We need to bring our working thread up to the top to these 2. So we go through both beads. Pull it through, hold your beads while you pull all that thread through. Okay, and this is what we've got. We're going to pick up 6 white beads. 1, 2. Well, that's not working. 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, and 6. Make sure you got 6. Now we're exiting out of this bead. We want to go in through this side, coming out the middle. Okay, hold your beads while you pull all that thread through. And then we're going to put a white center. Going up through one of the top 2 beads. And pull all that thread through. And this is what we're looking at. Okay, guys, so that's your pattern. So I want you to repeat until you've got 14 inches. Then meet me back. Okay, so I've made my length 13.5 inches. And I'm just doing that because we're going to put little parts on here. There you go. Little parts on here that will attach our findings to. So what we do to finish it off is I'm going to do dark blue on this end. We're going to pick up 6 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See those? Okay. We're going to bring them down. Okay. Now we're going to go in this side. I just want to make sure that's nice and focused. There we go. Okay, so I'm going through those 2 beads. And I'm making just this. Okay? And now we're going to go through this about 3 times. So that counts as 1. Always hold your beads so that they don't distort. So we'll go through that once. And then we'll go back through those 2 beads at the bottom. Okay, so that counts as twice. And then we're going to go through again. Doesn't feel right. There we go. So we go through the 3. Okay, something didn't happen right there. Let's try that again. Go through the 3. There, that's better. And then the other 3. And then go through the 2. Okay. So now we're going to start our knots. So because my thread is a darker color, I'm not going to make knots in the white. I'm going to wait until I get to the blue. So we're going to feed down our thread through here, across, whoops, sorry about that. We're going to go across those 2. Then we're going to go through these 2. And this is what I call my bead path. Okay. Through those 2. Okay, now we're going to do our first knot. So taking your work, you're going to go between the work. So you're going into that space there. Okay, and we're going to make a loop. See how we have that loop there? We're going to go through the loop once. We're going to go through the loop twice. And now we are going to guide that knot to the corner here. Let me get my needle to show you. We want our knot to go right here. So we're going to slowly pull, and then we're going to pull tight. Now we're going to go through, following our bead path, go through these two, and when you pull, you're going to feel a bit of a pop. It's just a tiny bit of a pop, and that is your knot hiding within your beads. Okay, let's follow our bead path. We'll go through these two, and we'll go through these two. Okay, and now we're going to do another knot. So going between our work, so right over here, see how I'm between the work? We're going to go there, make a loop. So my loop is right here. We're going to go through that loop twice, same direction. Once, twice. Oops, nope. See what happened? I didn't go the same direction. So once, twice, and now we're going to guide that knot right into that corner there. Pull tight. And then we're going to follow our bead path. And you'll feel a little pop. And that's your knot hiding in your beads. We're going to go through here. You can do 2 or 3 knots. You know, if you've got the thread, may as well do lots of knots. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in focus here. I keep going out of focus. And like I said, this is a darker thread, so I don't want to make any knots where the white beads are. So I'm going to keep working it through. Okay, so now I'm going to do a 3rd knot in this corner, make a loop, go through the loop once, go through the loop twice. Sorry, I'm working around the camera. Guide that knot into your corner, pull tight, and then go through some beads, because you never want to cut where you knot either. Do not cut where you knot. Okay, I'm going to go through the beads here. I'm going to go down through just one of these dark blue beads so that I can come out the center. And now I'm going to cut. So here I am. And I'm going to cut right up close. Now this is that braided line, so it's kind of a pain to cut. But then you see, you can't even see. Okay, so that's one end done. So now we got to do the other end. So I'm going to take my beading needle off. Go to that other end where we left a nice long tail. Thread the needle. Do you think I'll be able to do this on camera? Oh, look at that! I did it! Yay! Leave a comment saying yay for me that I got it first try. Okay. So we're going to do 6 beads. And I'm just trying to stay in pattern. So see, blues And then I would do a white, so I'm going to do 6 of the white. And then we go through those 2 beads. And then we're going to go through it 3 times. Just so that our findings are nice and stable. They're not going to break the thread because there's multiple threads. So that's twice, and this will be the 3rd time. And we go through those 2 beads. Whoops, come on. Okay, and now we're ready to do our first knot. So we go into that corner, we make a loop, go through it once, go through it twice, pull tight, go down, follow our bead path, feel that pop, our knot hiding, go follow our bead path, time for 2nd knot, go to that corner, make a loop, go through once, go through twice. Oh, make sure it's in that corner. See, I got stuck around one of my beads. There. Pull tight. Go through those 2. Pull through. Go through. Follow our bead path. Don't want to do a knot where it's white. So we'll just keep following our bead path. Okay. Go through here. Go in that corner. Make a loop, go through it once, go through it twice, make sure it's in the corner, pull tight, go through those beads, go through these 2 beads, go through just to the middle, go out through that white bead because we never cut where we knot. Yeesh. Pull through there, cut. Whoa, don't cut the necklace, just this thread. There you go. Now if you're like me, you need to deal with your needle because you have animals who want to get into everything. Okay, next step is attaching our findings. So we had our necklace extender and our clasp and a jump ring. Okay. Oops. Okay. So we are going to take our necklace and our extender. We're going to find the opening, which is right here. We're going to open it sideways. You always open these things sideways. We're going to put it on there. And we're going to reach across because that's where my other pliers are. Okay. So we're going to grab this and we are going to close this. Okay, see how they're not quite touching? I'm going to keep wiggling it until they're touching. Okay. So, there you go. It's nice and closed. See it? Okay, if you are concerned about your threads coming through there, you really shouldn't be because we did 3. But if you are worried about it coming through there, put a dab of nail polish. So that's one end dealt with. So now for the other end, we need our jump ring, which we are going to open. Always open sideways. We're going to put our clasp on. We're going to go to the other end of our necklace, attach it. Now, some people want to sew their clasp right on. I don't do that, and here's why. If anything ever happens to the clasp, that it stops working or whatever, you would have to cut the necklace to replace the clasp. This way you don't have to. And there you go, guys. We are done. If you want, you can put a little charm at the end here, or you can make yourself a little charm with the beads and a straight pin. Not a straight pin, but a eye pin. No, not an eye pin. A head pin. That's what they're called. And yeah, there you go. That is our winter-inspired flower necklace. So thanks so much for watching. Please check the description. I have all kinds of goodies in my descriptions. I have links to other tutorials. I have links to crafting journals. I have links to jewelry cards, all that kind of stuff. So check the description. Find all kinds of neat doodads. Doodads? Is that a doodads? You know what I mean. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye now.